This week, the Iowa Utilities Board is hearing testimony trying to decide if it will give a company the green light to build a hazardous liquid pipeline. 6 News' Joe Harris reports.
More than 30 ethanol facilities in the upper Midwest.
Summit Carbon Solutions is fighting to build a carbon capture pipeline. The 687-mile pipe would run through 5 states, including Iowa, delivering liquid CO2 from ethanol plants to underground storage locations in North Dakota and Illinois. The company says the pipeline would be critical to agriculture and bring in hundreds of thousands of dollars in property taxes each year.
Go ahead, Mr. Taylor.
But there are concerns the pipeline could pose a danger to people, wildlife, and historical places. On Tuesday, Summit brought witnesses to testify in front of the Iowa Utilities Board, trying to calm those fears. Among them was EXP Energy Services, which conducted environmental surveys along the pipeline's proposed route.
We had tribal interests that participated in our surveys. They identified sites important to them. We avoided all those.
But the board also heard about the major peril this pipeline could cause if something goes wrong. In 2020, a CO2 pipeline owned by Denbury Inc. ruptured about a mile from the town of Satarsha, Mississippi. Yazoo County Emergency Management Director Jack Willingham's department responded to the incident. He testified Thursday that they found people short of breath, disoriented, and some on the brink of death.
They were going to die. Like their respirations had dropped down to nothing if it wasn't for my responders throwing them on UTV and getting them out of that area.
Willingham says it wasn't safe for people to return to their homes, even 14 hours after the pipe burst.
The highest concentrations of CO2 found even at that time were inside the residences. If they had been sheltering in place, they still would have been at dangerous levels above what's supposed to be accepted.
He was also asked about an experimental information system called Buxus, currently being tested on a couple of pipelines in his area. It wouldn't prevent a pipeline rupture, but it should alert first responders to serious incidents as they're happening.
Supposedly when it's complete, I'll be able to see everything that they can see. Again, it's all in beta process right now.
With some questions answered, more are on the way as testimony continues next week. On your side, Joe Harris, 6 News.
Summit is also asking the Iowa Utilities Board for the right of eminent domain over around 950 parcels of land for the pipeline's route. Meanwhile, state utility boards in North and South Dakota recently denied Summit's permit applications. Summit has already submitted a petition to reconsider in North Dakota.